Yo, welcome to the Premier League predictions for game week number 11 here today. We have got another 10 games to get through here today. Let's find out who will come out on top, who will close the gap down to Spurs, and what will happen next. So we start off with Fulham versus Manchester United. Now, Man United are coming off the back of a 3-0 loss to Man City in the Manchester Derby, which, let's just say, was not the finest we've had of football as Man United fans. You'd know that by now, so yeah. I mean, first off, we were really good. Second off, it just faded away. And we played a Fulham team who are very good, to be fair. A Fulham team who are decent. But I'm going to say we need to go back. As time of filming this, we are playing Newcastle at St James's Park at 8 o'clock. In the Carabao Cup, a rerun of last year's final, which we managed to win. So yes, we're going to win this day against Fulham today. Well, on Saturday at 12:30. I'm going to say it will be Fulham 0, Man United 2. And this week's guest is Mr. Footyking. How are you? Hello, Jack. Welcome back. This is the leader of a Premier League prediction video. Yes, the leader. And Jack, go.
Yes, guys, it's a pleasure to be back on Dan United 2301's channel for another Premier League predictions. But obviously, we've got 10 fixtures ahead of us to predict. Let's jump into it. So opening fixture of the match week then, boys, obviously it's United, obviously myself and Dan's team away at Fulham. It's a 12:30 kickoff on Saturday. For this one, I am going to go with the United win. Obviously, United come off, time of recording this. We actually do play Newcastle in the Carabao Cup tonight, last 16 of that competition. But we are obviously coming into this, our last league game was, of course, the big loss in the Derby to Man City at home last weekend. So, I think United need to bounce back. Hopefully we'll do that tonight in the Cup as well. But and obviously when you guys see this video, you'll know the result of the Cup game anyway. But for this league game, away at Fulham, I think United will win. It won't be easy. Fulham are a decent side, especially at home. They're a team that can cause problems for us. They've got some good players in their team, but I do think we'll win. I don't think it'll be comfortable. We haven't had any comfortable game this season. At United, we really haven't been. Any of our wins that we've had, haven't won loads, but any of our wins that we have had, they've been unconvincing, and the football hasn't been fluid by any means. But I think we'll win this one, and I'm going to go at 2-1 United win. Brentford.
I move to Brentford versus West Ham United. Now, Brentford did beat Chelsea, yes. They haven't had the best of start, Brentford. Neither have Chelsea. Chelsea have not had the best of starts too. But Brentford at the best. West Ham left line. I think it'll be a very close game of, I'm going to say, West Ham United 1, Brentford 0. West Ham will just pinch it 1-0. And Jack, what are you saying in this game?
West Ham then next game, as I say, with this one, I think it'll be a draw. I think two teams in the league that, they can always cause you problems. Brentford can cause teams a lot of problems. Obviously, we've seen them beat Chelsea last weekend as well, and obviously Chelsea are having a bit of an inconsistent season, of course. And then West Ham, obviously we know they can be a threat for anyone on their day, man, and they're a good side. So I'm going to go a draw on this one. I'm going to say 1-1 between Brentford and West Ham.
Now we move to Burnley versus Crystal Palace. Now, Burnley against Palace. I do think that Palace are good enough to get a result here against Burnley, who are newly promoted, but we do know how good Burnley are at home. Well, I don't know why I'm saying that. They're useless, but I don't know why I'm saying that. They're useless. They're absolutely useless at home. They're rancid at home. So yeah, they're absolutely useless at home. I'm gonna go an interesting 2-1 win to Crystal Palace. And Jack, what are you saying in this game?
Crystal Palace is our next fixture. With this one, short and sweet, I'm going to go with another draw. I'm going to go with another 1-1 draw. So another score draw between Burnley and Crystal Palace. Burnley do need the points though, especially because we do know, of course, that they are towards the bottom of the league at the minute. And it's kind of surprised me because I thought, at the start of the season, I thought if any of the promoted teams are going to stay up this season, I thought it would be Burnley. But and obviously we're still early days in the season. We're only about 10 fixtures in, but still. The way Company plays football, I thought they'll be the team that I think if any one of the promoted teams that come up this year will stay up, it will be Burnley. They've had a rough start of the season. They need the points. As I say, I think this weekend, though, they're only going to draw. I'm going to go with 1-1 between Burnley and Palace.
And you can now move to a crucial game if you're an Everton supporter. Everton versus Brighton. Now, Everton did get a crucial win against West Ham on the weekends, which, as they're under this cloud, that's a big relief for them at the moment now. That's a humongous relief for any Fulham fan, any Crystal Palace fan, any Everton fans even, sorry, and Brighton, yes, they're a very decent team in Brighton now. They're a very decent team, Brighton are. But I mean, Everton, they're making Goodison Park an absolute fortress. I'm going to say Everton 1, Brighton 0. And Jack, what are you saying in this game?
Brighton's the next one. I'm going to go in this one. I'm going to stay an Everton win. Probably going to be... It's the thing is with this game, right? Brighton are the team that you'd probably put favourites over the last couple of seasons. Everton have been flirting with relegation the last few seasons, and this season they picked up a big win last weekend, 1-0 away from home. But so many times, you watch Everton and they're awful. Their home fans, obviously, if the team give them something to get behind, they will get behind them at Goodison Park. And this game is at Goodison. Everton are home to Brighton in this fixture, so I'm going to say a 2-1 Everton win. Brighton this season have been weird because they started off well, a couple of nice wins at the start of the season, and then they've been very inconsistent ever since. It'll be interesting to see where Brighton finish this season. Are they going to be a team that's going to push for Europa League places, or are they going to be like a mid-table side? Let's see as the season progresses, I guess. But for this one, I'm going to go an Everton win, 2-1.
To Manchester City versus Bournemouth now. Man City are now going to probably breeze past Bournemouth. They're probably going to absolutely breeze past Bournemouth, win this comfortably. I'm going to say they will win this game comfortably. No need to talk about it. 4-0 to Bournemouth, and keep pressure on the above teams around them and in the title fight. And Jack, are you agreeing with me or disagreeing? You're probably going to agree with me because it's independent moments, so it's not become that much for Man City.
Man City have Bournemouth at home. I think it's going to be a pretty much routine 3 o'clock kickoff for them. They're going to win the game. I'm going to go with a 3-1 Man City win on that one. Nice and sweet, nice and short. Very, very quick to say. I think Man City will beat Bournemouth comfortably at home. You'd expect that. 3-1 to Man City in this one.
Now we move to Sheffield United versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, Wolves. Yes, they're a decent team. They did unfortunately drew 2-2 to Newcastle on the weekend. And Sheffield United did get poached. Sheffield United did get absolutely battered. 5-0 away to Arsenal. Thanks to Eddie and Nketiah. We'll get on to Arsenal in a minute. And I'm going to say that Sheffield United will want to bounce back. They won't score. It'll be 1-0 win to Wolverhampton Wanderers, and will Wang Hee-chan score again for Wolves. And Jack, what are you saying in this game?
Sheffield United home to Wolves. I'm going to go a draw on this one, and I'm going to go with a 0-0 draw on this one. Both teams do struggle to score goals, both Sheffield United and Wolves. And I really do feel that this game will be... if there's going to be any match week in this fixture game week that is going to be short of action, short of chances, I think it might be this one, man. It seems like a bit of a boring one. Sheffield United Wolves, for me, I'm going 0-0.
I moved to the tea time game. Up in the tea side is Newcastle versus Arsenal. Yes, a Tyneside game for a tea time kickoff. 5:30 on Saturday night has one of the biggest games of the season. Newcastle v Arsenal. Now, if you didn't see, Newcastle are making St James's Park an absolute fortress. They are playing well at St James's Park, and I am going to say this game could be an absolute belter. I'm going to say that it will be Newcastle United 3, Arsenal 2. Sorry, Arsenal fans, but I do think Newcastle will just pip you to the post at St James's Park. And Jack, what are you saying for this game?
Half 5 game on Saturday then is Newcastle against Arsenal. I'm going to go with a draw on this one. There's been a lot of draws in this match week. Newcastle at home. We know that place is like a fortress, both in the league and also in the Champions League. We've seen that. They've picked up big points against, obviously, they beat PSG there. Newcastle, the atmosphere against Dortmund, obviously, they did lose that game 1-0, but the atmosphere there was unbelievable. So that is a fortress for Newcastle. It really, really is, and they're turning it into that. So, I think in this one, I think Arsenal going there, it'll be a tricky trip for them at half 5 on Saturday. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. Very score draw, a lot of goals in this game, I'm thinking. Both teams good attacking wise as well. But I'm going to go 2-2 between Newcastle and Arsenal. Then
we move to Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa. Now, Aston Villa are again breathing past everyone. They beat Luton 3-1. So they beat Luton by 3-1. And Nottingham Forest did lose. Forest did lose to Liverpool, not by much though. It was only I don't think. To be fair, it was closer than it looked. To be fair, it was closer than it was. But I want to say Aston Villa win this game again by 2-1. And Jack, what are you saying in this game?
Into Sunday then, we have 2 fixtures on Sunday, and then obviously we do the Monday Night Football, which we'll get to in a second. But we've got Nottingham Forest Villa. That's the 2 o'clock game on Sunday. With this one, I'm going to go on Aston Villa win. Nottingham Forest are the home side in this game, but I'm going to go with a 2-1 Aston Villa win. As I say, Aston Villa, they're pushing for the Europa League places this year. I think they can get in there. They're a good side to watch this year. A lot of quality players. And as I say, I think in this game, they're going to pick up an away win. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Aston Villa win.
Now we move to Luton versus Liverpool. Mo Salah and Darwin Núñez and all them lot are turning up to Kenilworth Road for the very first time. And I'm going to say that Liverpool should easily get this job done here today. On Sunday. Is it in debate? 4-0 to Liverpool. And Jack, what are you saying in this game?
At half 4 on Sunday then, we have Liverpool away at Luton. Now, I think, a bit like the Man City game against Bournemouth, if you're going to have any, games this week that you're going to be... I mean, you never know. You never know in football. You never know in the Premier League especially. It's the most unpredictable league in the world, right, with results. But, same way with City Bournemouth, I think there's another one that can be quite quick over. Luton, home to Liverpool, I think it has to be a Liverpool win. Liverpool are flying this season. They had a shaky season last season, missed out on Champions League football. They're playing Europa League this year. Their league form has been good. I'm going to go with a Liverpool win, and I'm going to say 3-0 to Liverpool in this game. And then
now we move to Monday night and to the Mauricio Pochettino return to Spurs v Chelsea. Now, if you have been living under a rock, you would have known that Mauricio Pochettino used to manage Tottenham Hotspur, then went to PSG and is back at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but not managing Spurs. He's managing the mighty of the Chelsea. Now, Chelsea have not had the best of starts to Premier League season. On the other hand, Tottenham Hotspur, though, are absolutely flying. They are, as time for minutes, 2 points clear at the top of the Premier League. And I think they will go another 2 points clear again here because Ange Postecoglou has Spurs playing 2-0 to Tottenham Hotspur because Chelsea cannot finish. And Jack, last time, pal, what are you saying in this game?
In Monday Night Football, we have a cracker. We've got Tottenham against Chelsea. Now, for this one, I am going to say a Tottenham win. I'm going to go 2-1 to Tottenham in this game. The Tottenham are flying. Obviously, Ange Postecoglou, his Spurs team are flying at the top of the league right now. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Spurs win in this one. as I mentioned about Chelsea earlier on in the video, you know, the thing with Chelsea is they do, whenever you watch them, they do actually create chances, but they just don't have anyone to put the chances away, and that's ultimately what it comes down to, right? You need goals to win games. Goals win games. They create chances. They don't, most of the time they don't take them. They're leaking goals a lot this season. Defensively, they aren't great. And they're just, I mean, I think I said earlier on in the video they're inconsistent. I wouldn't even say they're inconsistent. Inconsistent means nearly like they're just, you know, not at their peak form, and they're not really hitting the heights they would like to. But this season's really been a shocker, really. I mean, saying they're inconsistent is probably probably an understatement, to be fair. It's probably worse than that, now that I think about it properly. But yeah, I would say Tottenham will win this one. You know, I can't say, oh, it's going to be 4-0 Spurs, because Chelsea are still a dangerous team. You know, they drew with Arsenal a couple of weeks ago, albeit they did bottle that game a little bit. I could see 2 late goals, but you know, they have players that can hurt you if you give them the chance. So, but Spurs at home, I think they'll win this one. They're flying high at the top of the league. I'm going to go 2-1 to Tottenham in this game. And that rounds up another week of predictions. And massive thanks to Dan for getting me back on. Been a while since I've been on the channel, so it's great to be back on doing the predictions for you, Dan. Always enjoy doing these shows. I watch them if I'm not on them. And obviously, it's always great to be on them as well, featuring on them. So, yeah, big thanks, Dan. Keep the good work up, mate. Keep the content rolling. And, yeah, as I say, anyone that's watched this video, don't forget to smash a like for Dan. Hit that subscribe if you're new around this channel. And, yeah, until the next time I see you, peace out.
Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you lot on Monday for round number 3 of the Champions League group stages. Who will close the gap on Spurs? Will Spurs not be top of the Premier League tree anymore? Find out next week. Until then, boys, peace.